Hi guys, this is Biryani rice I made with chicken. You can use various types of protein, including shrimp. This comes together in 1 hour in one pan, minus the yogurt marinade that I marinated for almost 24 hours. You can go from 1 hour to 24 hours in the marinade with the chicken or your protein, minus the seafood. You never want to go 24 hours with seafood. Hi guys, let me show you the recipe and the ingredients for cooking biryani chicken in virtually 2 dishes, 1 pan and 1 skillet. I'm going to use some garlic out of the jar. You guys know I'm used to shortcuts, and if you have fresh garlic, great. I just don't feel like grating it. Fresh ginger, but I'm using ginger out of the jar. You need a couple bay leaves. I don't have any cayenne pepper because I like my stuff spicy, so I'm going to use red pepper flakes. I'm using garam masala. This does not have chili powder in it. If you use regular masala, it has chili powder. I'm going to use some crushed ground coriander, and I apologize, that is saffron. It is very expensive. It's the most expensive spice in the world. I got that from Home Goods, you guys. It wasn't but $6, and you get quite a bit. It's from the stamen of crocuses and has to be hand picked. So usually it'll cost you about $300 if you get a regular size. But you can find that in little bitty pinches like I did. Sea salt, black pepper. I'm using some cumin, some turmeric. I'm going to use, my favorite, Success boil and bag basmati rice. You can use any kind of rice, but it will vary on the cooking time. It's traditional with basmati rice. And I'm going to use a lemon, and I'm going to zest some of that lemon. I'm using chicken tenders, and I have 1 shallot. First time I had this was in Detroit on Warren Avenue. They served it with hard-boiled eggs, and I've come accustomed to loving it with hard-boiled eggs. I apologize to anyone from India or Pakistan that that's not traditional, but that's the way I like it. And I'm going to be using Greek yogurt for the marinade. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer, the channel of quick, easy weeknight meals. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm always looking for a shortcut. I absolutely love curry. This is absolutely delicious. Hope you guys give this recipe a try. Let me put you guys on pause and get ready to show you how to marinate this chicken. It needs to go at least 1 hour. I'm going to go 6 to 12. I'll be using low sodium chicken stock. This is the saffron. I just want this to bloom. And yeah, this was $7.99 at Home Goods. I'm just going to add a few fronds of this into the chicken broth. And a large bay leaf, or a small one. I'll add 2. For extra flavor. I'm just going to let that bloom and steep for a little while. Okay, I'm using Success boil and bag basmati rice. You can use any rice you like. I'm using 2 packages. This is just enough for 1 person because my husband will not be eating this. Then I'm going to take my chicken broth that's been steeping and the saffron and the 2 bay leaves and add that to the rice. Stir that. Get that mixed through. Got my pan, I've sprayed it with Pam. I'm going to add my rice with the saffron and the bay leaves. Smooth that out evenly across the bottom. My chicken has been marinating about 12 hours in the yogurt sauce. So I'm going to go ahead, in the larger pieces, I'm just going to snip for faster cooking and place that over the rice and the saffron infused rice. I love biryani chicken. I figured I'd come up with a quick way to make this at home. Okay, I'm going to take the last of the yogurt sauce. I'm just going to snip off the end here of this bag and make sure to add all this goodness from the marinade into this. And like I said, my oven is at 350 degrees. I'm going to cover this in foil and let this go for exactly 1 hour. And depending on the rice that you use will vary on how long it will have to cook. If your rice is not done, add more liquid and put it back in the oven. The last part of the chicken biryani is a shallot. So I'm taking the skin off of this shallot, and I'm going to saute this in some oil until it's really, really crispy. I'm going to cut this in little thin strips. Just showing you how I do this. Got my skillet on kind of high. I'm going to add some olive oil. You want to crispy fry these shallots. And after I cut them, I went through with my fingers and separated them so they're like thin little strips. So there'll be crispy little bits on top. There you go, the oil is hot. I'm going to add the shallots in and quickly kind of toast them. See how brown they're getting in less than just a couple minutes, and you don't want to burn them. So that's about the time you want to take these off. There you have it after 1 hour, and then now I'm just going to add the fried crispy shallots on top. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I like mine with hard-boiled eggs. So I do have some hard-boiled eggs to add to this. When I had it at the restaurant, that's the way it came, so I really enjoyed it. So if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna get ready and tell you guys my joke. Oh, I forgot, I wanted to show you guys how to make a raita. It's traditionally served with raita. So what I have is a hothouse cucumber, better known as an English cucumber. So I'm just grating this up. I have a cup of Greek yogurt there. I'm just grating this cucumber. It's about a half of a cucumber. And kind of a cooling effect, especially if you get spicy. It was I had the option of getting spicy, mild, or super hot. And I like my stuff spicy, so I went with spicy. So I'm just grating up some cucumber here to add to this. You want to add some cucumber to the Greek yogurt. And I've got a little bit of mint that I've chopped, fresh mint, and a squeeze of garlic paste. Not necessary, that's why I didn't show you in the ingredients, but if you get this from a restaurant, most Indian restaurants will offer a raita to go with it. I think this is absolutely delicious on top. Quick, easy recipe. For those of you who are familiar with raita, this is a tzatziki raita. There you have it. And this is the fresh mint that I used. It's organic, and the garlic paste that I added to it. A poor boy lost his eye and his family couldn't afford a glass one, so he got a wooden eye. At school dance, sitting by herself was a girl with a bit of a big nose, chilling. The boy went over to her and asked, "Would you like to dance?" And the girl replied, "Would I? Would I?" The boy yelled back angrily, "Big nose, big nose." Oh, that's terrible. Kids can be cruel. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is absolutely delicious. I am impressed myself. This is the second time I've made it. I want to tell you the last 15 minutes I did remove the foil. I cooked it on the top shelf at 350 degrees. Your oven may have to go to 400. My oven is very, very hot. And then I just removed the bay leaves that you saw me add. And I would definitely marinate at least 12 hours. Like I said, this is close to anything at an Indian restaurant you can get. So thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I hope to see you on the next one.